Hey, it's Walt, and happy Saturday. We're here with another NCAA football weekend. So we're gonna get started with two NCAA football bets. All right. So please like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. All right. So both of these bets are going to be team total overs for the game. First one, Texas versus TCU over 65 points. Both teams are high scoring powerhouses. Who both also give up points as well. To me, this game kind of just jumps out to me as a similar offensive production as it was last week when TCU hosted SMU. In fact, I would not be surprised if it was even more scoring. Actually, I think Texas is can be more explosive, and I also think that TCU struggled offensively in the second half, and I think that they'll another game at home. They'll tweak a few things, and I think they'll come back more offensive minded in the second half and get some things that's going to click against another high powered offensive team for the second week in a row. All right, our second bet, Alabama versus Ole Miss over 80 points. All right, I know this is a whole lot of points, but we have two offensive juggernauts. In my opinion, arguably two of the best offensive teams in NCAA football this year so far. And Ole Miss is averaging 635 total yards per game. Alabama 465 and a half total yards. It's going to be hard for me to see this not being a back-to-back scoring matchup. Yeah, both teams got good defenses, but when you look at the teams that they played up until this point, you on their schedule for the first 4 games they played so far, it's hard to see any team that they played against that is going to rival their opponent today as far as scoring is concerned. And if you look at in a lot of matchups, some of these teams, Alabama could put up 60 points, Ole Miss as well. So when I look at that, I don't think 40 something points from both of these teams, 40 plus from both of these teams is that hard to fathom. Not with the offensive power that they have on both sides of both teams in this game. So I'm locking in Alabama versus Ole Miss over 80 points. And I do have one lean that I'm more than likely will end up taking. I do like Fresno State versus Hawaii over 64 and a half points. Fresno State, they put up points, and Hawaii at home, I like them to, they put up points as well. On the season, they're averaging 28, which wasn't too shabby to me. But they give up 32, right? So I expect them to give up a lot of points at home against a Fresno State team who's averaging 42 points per game. And even though Fresno is allowing 21, I could see Hawaii getting closer to their 28 simply because they're at home, and their quarterback, he's capable of throwing the ball. He does throw a lot of interceptions, but I like him to throw that ball, and he's going to probably have to, especially against a Fresno State who is prolific in the passing game. All right, so that does it for me. Good luck, happy betting, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.